Hi everybody, it's Sam. I haven't done a video in forever. So today is May 29th. I'm sorry I haven't been on the YouTube for a while. I've been working on my blog, matterstosam.wordpress.com, and trying to do an entry every day. Sometimes I forget or I get caught up on stuff. But I've been working more on that. But I have been making a video. I think I did make a video about the email list that I have just started on general mental illness, which is living with mental illness, and a safe place, and they're both on the groups.io site. I'll put the subscription links in this description again because I really want as many people as possible to be aware that they're around. We have a lot of members and we could use more, and for any members that are on the Living with Mental Illness list, please introduce yourselves. Like, a lot of people haven't introduced themselves yet, and so it's very quiet, and I know you guys are out there, and I just love to start having discussions. And so yeah, I've been doing that, and let's see, this coming week I'm starting my new day treatment program. It's called New Foundation Center. I'll put the link of their website and the groups that they have. It's on their website, so I will put that in the link in the description too. I'll be going twice a week, or at the most 3 times a week. My caseworker wants me to go 3 times a week, at least this week. But I want to go twice a week. It's really flexible. You can even go once a week, I think. And they have groups throughout the day. They have support groups. They have creative writing. They have an art therapist. They have a music group. They have RAP, the Wellness Recovering Action Planning. They have CBT. They have DBT. So they have some different stuff, and so I will, and it's long term, it's not, a certain amount of months or anything, which is good, I think. And I sort of know the people. I went there in 2012 for like a month, and then it was too far away from Friedman Place, and so I just couldn't deal with the ride back and forth, and it was just too hard. But this is one of the only programs that's left for me to try, because I've tried like all of them in the area except for Methodist, where Jess goes, that I'll probably end up trying someday. I'm always going to be on the lookout for new programs that open up. The unit where Jess and I have our psychiatrist that we see, they have a really good inpatient unit, and I'd love for them to do an outpatient IOP, because I think they'd be really good at it. But anyway, so yeah, I'll be starting that on Monday. I'm excited. I hope the people are really nice. I hope I can make some good connections. I always say that, and then I go to the program and the people are just like, I can't relate. Or I have those, like the person at Norwegian that looked over my shoulder while I was typing on the computer. That wasn't very nice. Anyway, let's see. So that's going to be Monday, and so I'll be doing that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then Thursday, I'm going to see Robert. We're probably going to make videos of us being silly. I'm going to go to Friedman Place instead of him coming here, because it's just such a hassle. When he comes here, he has to deal with all the yelling and screaming that goes on here. He has to deal with walking around here, which is a pain in the ass. He has to deal with everything. So when I get to go to Friedman, I get to spend the day in the nice quiet building, say hi to everyone from Friedman, and answer a lot of stupid questions about why am I gone, and like whatever. And so I'll just ignore the people that are being stupid and give honest answers to the people that really want to know. And so it should be good. And we're going to hang out, and he's going to probably update my iPod to the highest point possible, because all I do is Kindle on it, and hopefully he's going to teach me to do some other stuff. Like, there's the app that like takes pictures. It's this thing that takes pictures for the blind, and then it tells you what the picture is or something. So we should do that one. So I'm going to do that Thursday, and then Friday is my birthday, June 5th, 1988. I was born. The world changed. It did. So I'll be 27. I can't believe it. I feel like I'm like 9 or younger. I could be like baby.
Don't think so.
We'll be like 5. Anyway, so yeah, I can't believe I'm 27. I don't feel 27. I feel like child. But yeah. Anyway, just hanging out, and so this is gonna be a really awesome week. Hopefully, I'll be in a good mood. This week was good. It was awesome actually because Jess stayed home from program, so I had my Kinsey to myself all week. We got to ignore each other and everything else like that. So it went from a 4-day weekend to all week. This was so wonderful. I'm very happy.
Cool.
And we had the best time. Hung out, talked, cuddled, annoyed each other, but we didn't get in any arguments, which is good. Yeah. So I had a great time. I am anxious because I don't know if I told you guys that the night nurse that evening nurse, yeah. The evening
the night
yeah, I call him
overnight.
I call him the late night nurse.
Oh, okay.
It's like the late show. Anyway, our evening nurse, Tom, has worked here for like 3 years, and he has to go to Montana to take care of his mother. So he is leaving, and he's moving like this weekend. And so we're not going to have him anymore, and I'm really sad because he could be in a bad mood, but he's also really nice and teases us. He calls me Kitty because of my Hello Kitty pajamas. Plus I purr. So, and he teases everyone, like he calls Renee child star, because apparently she was like on TV at one point, she says. Renee Springs, did you know that? Yeah, I don't believe it either. But she said she was on TV singing and doing poetry. But yeah, so he's leaving and I'm really sad and I'm really anxious because I don't know who's going to be coming in. Agency nurses are so bad. And this week I also found out that our daytime nurse, Miss Earl, decided to go on vacation until June 8th. And we had to deal with this super slow nurse named Gigi, who was okay, like there are worse nurses, but she was just wicked slow. I had to stand out there for like 20 minutes one day, and I'm used to like going behind the nurse's station. And it was like really anxiety.
Tell her about today.
And then today was the worst part because I usually get on meds at like 8 in the morning, and so I have breakfast and then I go right to meds and then I go back to my room. And so Miss Billy's like, oh, well, she's not here like right now, and she'll be here in a few minutes, and I'll come get you whenever. It got to be 10:30, and Jess came back from doing laundry. I still didn't have meds. She was so upset. She marched me down there, and like there was still a little like people around, and I guess Miss Billy had been so busy trying to keep things under control and everything else like that they were still doing meds, and no one had come to get me. So I was 2 hours late for my meds, and we didn't think it would be like a big problem, but then I was a little bit anxious like after I got my meds, so I was like really teary and like needed to lie down with Jess. But then after lunch I felt horrible. My head felt all tingly and like I was anxious and like my head hurt and it was awful. And so we think it was from the humidity and like the changing temperatures, because we'd be in here where it's like AC and then we have to go downstairs which is like humidity hot. And then also like just the meds not being in me on schedule I think really threw things off. So we're lucky that I got my meds in me at that point because it could have been a lot worse.
Oh, hell yes.
I wish we had the video of last year. That would have been weird, funny to watch.
What video?
The video of me freaking out.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, last year when I didn't have meds for like a day, like less than a day, I like freaked out and had a butter knife. What?
freak out is not the word.
I had a psychotic issue. I went away from reality for a few minutes.
You mean all day?
All day I went away from reality. I had a butter knife. Well, first of all, it was a long story. I'll tell another video, but it was crazy. It ended in like me being in the cafeteria with a butter knife, like stabbing my hand with it. Obviously not like I didn't hurt myself, but I was like stabbing my hand with it and holding it and being like, I want to kill everyone. Like seriously, I'm not kidding. I was like, I want to kill everybody. I want to kill people. So yeah, that was. And then I was like in the PRC's office, like on the floor, like kicking and like screaming and like banging and like totally nuts all day. And like back and forth, like at 1 minute I'd be like, I'm fine, I don't need to go to the hospital. Next minute I'd be like, except for when I found out I had to go to the hospital, it was like, for the rest of the day. Yeah. And they had to put Ativan and Haldol into me. And I don't think it kicked in until I lay on her bed for a while.
A long
while. But anyway, so after that, we learned that I cannot have my meds, even for like less than a day. That's why if I'm missing like one med, I like freak out. Like if I'm missing like one pill because it needs to come in, I'll be like, ah. But then Jess will be like, at least some of it's in you. It's not like the last time. And that was all the pharmacy's fault. Like they didn't have the meds in. Stupid.
between that and paperwork.
Oh, I know. It was just nuts. It was absolutely insane. So anyway, I got my meds, and then I lay down with Jess some more after lunch because I felt horrible. And I wasn't going to see Jonathan. I'm like, I don't want to see you. And then like 2 minutes later, I'm like, I want to see you. And I did. I went and saw him, and we had a good session. Talked about a lot of good stuff, like me going to Friedman, and all sorts of different things. What else did we talk about? Yeah, just different stuff. I'm trying to think. Friedman. How good I'm doing. I'm doing so much better since last week. La 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 la. Don't.
Do a little sing song.
No.
Do you have to tickle one out of you?
No. Hi ho.
Oh, you're hyped up.
You guys should have seen me this morning. You have to video me when I'm like wicked depressed, so that people can see like, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I had a really good session, and then like I was gonna take a nap because like before therapy I was so exhausted and like had a headache, and then I came back here and I was so hyped up that I like was awake and just took a nap.
Well, yeah.
And I was awake, but I was under my blankets. And now Jess remade the bed. She had to make the bed twice today.
I wonder why.
Because I crawled under it. But I got a super good amount of cuddling with Jess. She kept me calm. Or else I probably would have had an anxiety attack. Oh my god, so the thing that gave me anxiety attack last night, this guy Bill has a walker, and he's really mean anyway, and like creepy and weird. But he has his walker, and like someone gave him a bike bell, you know, like for his bike, but he put it on his walker, and he was in the elevator with just the three of us, and he rang it, and it was like, pa-ching! It was like that loud in our ears. It was so loud, and I covered my ears, and I was like crying, and I was like, except I didn't make the noise. Well, I kind of did. I was like, was that
there are times, Sammy, where you think you made like a real loud noise, and it's like soft.
When was that?
Oh, like this morning when you thought you screamed out?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't like, ah! It was like, ah!
Yeah, I thought I screamed Bethany.
Well, that I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was dreaming about this girl Bethany, and we were gonna fight her.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. Well, anyway. So yeah, that was really loud, and I hated it. And so we told PRC, and then we told the front desk people were there. They're like, yeah, I can't even hear the phone ring when he rings it. So he hasn't rang it today, but it's still in his walker. So I hope it goes away. Anyway, I made a really long video, so bye everybody for now. And one day I'll make a video of me being wicked depressed. Oh, I made one, but I didn't post it. Oh my god, yeah. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!
Web could stop.